Don't look now. But you know who's starting to get really, really good? I feel like NFL fans all over the place are like, no, can't they can't be good again. But the New England Patriots, post Tom Brady, are starting to get really, really good. And it goes back, and just a couple weeks ago, you weren't sure. They were losing a lot of close games. Um, Defense was playing well. Mac Jones wasn't making enough plays. Well, defense is still playing very, very well, and Mac Jones is making enough plays in their running game. Damian Harris, last couple of weeks, and now this week, Damian Harris is out with a concussion, and Rhamondre Stevenson, who you might not have ever heard of if you're not an Oklahoma fan, but if you are a Undisputed with Skip and Shannon fan, this is the guy that Skip Bayless thought was going to be just this saving grace, and it's been Damian Harris, but he got his opportunity, ran for 100 yards, put 2 touchdowns in, and they absolutely beat the ever-loving dog crap shit out of the Cleveland Browns. I'm gonna start with I'm gonna say the good things about the Patriots. Mac Jones again, perfect spot for him. Perfect spot. Right, the reports came out. They're coaching him hard. He loves it. He is early Tom Brady. He's young Tom Brady. He is. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to kind of put yourself back in 2001, 2002, 2003, 4, 5, because it was so long ago that you just think of Tom Brady's this guy who throws the ball all over the yard, but he wasn't always that. There was a time when Tom Brady just made enough plays to win games. They really relied on a really good defense, top 5 defense, and they wanted to run the ball. They wanted to shorten the game. They wanted to play good defense, and they wanted to make just enough plays, and Tom Brady did that. And they won a couple Super Bowls early on before Tom Brady was Tom Brady throwing for 50 touchdowns in a season to Randy Moss. Mac Jones is that right now. He's not going to wow you. He's not going to wow you with what he does, but he's going to make the right plays. If the right plays, throw it in the flat and let the running back pick up 5 yards, that's the play he's going to make. Mac Jones, 3 touchdowns, didn't turn the ball over. Running game's good. Defense is a problem. They get after the quarterback. Matthew Judon might be the best free agent signing of the year. Honest to God, might just be. Bill Belichick. Hunter Henry, how's that working out? He has 6 touchdowns he has a touchdown in 6 of the last 7 games. Working out pretty good. I think he had 2 today. Kendrick Bourne, I'm pretty sure he was another free agent acquisition. He had a touchdown. He had like 90 yards. They jet sweep the ball to him. They get him the ball in creative ways. This team is a problem, and now with Buffalo losing last week to Jacksonville, they still have 2 games with the Buffalo Bills. They are a half a game back for the division because the Bills have had their bye, and the Patriots have not. So the Patriots are now 6-4, I believe, and the Bills are 6-3. Let me check on that. I'm almost there. The Bills are definitely 6-3. The New England Patriots are where we at? 6-4. So they're a half game back. I mean, I think right now they look better than the Buffalo Bills. The AFC's tough. All these teams that were really good. The Tennessee Titans are still playing well, but again, without Derrick Henry, that's going to be tough. Ryan Tannehill hasn't been playing like he has been the last 2 years with Tennessee. They're still finding ways to win. The defense is pretty good. Vrabel's got that group going. The Chargers are starting to not look good. They lose again today to the Minnesota Vikings, so they looked like they could be a sneaky pick to make it far in the playoffs, and they kind of stink. Herbert has taken a step back a little bit. The Browns were a team, and the Patriots just beat them 45-7. Brian Hoyer played in this game. He was better than Baker Mayfield. So, yes, Brian Hoyer got in there when the game was out of hand. Why get someone hurt? Played better than Baker Mayfield. Actually, there were 4 quarterbacks that played in this game, and Baker Mayfield was probably the 4th best in terms of what they did. Cat. Because obviously Mac Jones was the best, and then Hoyer was probably the 2nd best, and then Case Keenum, and then Baker Mayfield was the was the fourth best out of four. But the New England Patriots, man, I think all that money early on, you weren't sure how it was. I mean, they were losing close games. And again, a lot of people, when the Patriots started to lose, were wondering, should they have cut Cam Newton and let Mac Jones play? But I think it worked. Mac Jones is now starting to find it, starting to play much better, not turning the ball over that much. Today, clean game. Last couple of games hasn't looked great, but again, that defense is keeping them in, and Mac Jones is doing just enough. And then today, offense, no issues. In the passing game, running game, we're able to move the ball however they wanted against the Browns and put 45 points up. Cleveland. That's my cat again. Cleveland. Baker left this game hurt. I think it was his knee or something. Obviously, he's dealing with that shoulder. Had, again, some good commercials. So Progressive, is that who he's with? Like, probably 3 new commercials that I've never seen. Don't know where he found the time to do all these commercials. But obviously, he wasn't working on his quarterback game because, again, you take pieces out. So last week, they got rid of Odell Beckham, and people were raving about Baker Mayfield. He completed 13 passes. I'm pretty sure Nick Chubb last week had more yards or as many yards as Baker Mayfield throwing and receiving as Baker Mayfield did had passing. Nick Chubb was the reason their offense they won last week. Like, Nick Chubb really opened things up for Baker. Baker didn't need to do too much. Today, Chubb, COVID, out. Dearness Johnson, he had a good game a couple weeks ago when he had to play for when Chubb and Hunt were out. Couldn't get a goal. Like, he didn't have bad stats. I think he had 60 yards on like 10 carries, something like that. He had a good yards per carry average. They just didn't give him the ball enough, and it's tough when you're down so much. But I mean, Baker just didn't have it. Baker completed less than 50% of his passes. I'm sure Baker was probably the Patriots had 5 sacks. I don't know if any of them were on Case Keenum, but offensive line obviously did not hold up. They're going up against a tough defense. And the Browns, they might make the playoffs, but I don't think they are going to do anything in the playoffs. Division's still kind of up for grabs. Obviously, the Ravens lost on Thursday to the Miami Dolphins. The Steelers tied with the 0-8 Browns. Granted, Mason Rudolph, who I'm still not sure how he is their backup quarterback after you already know that he stinks. Don't know how he's your backup, but he is. Ties to the Lions. So congratulations, Lions. You're not going to be the first team in NFL history to go 0-17. Might be the first team to go 0-16-1, so good for you. And then the Bengals, they were cruising, and then now they've hit a tough slide. They were on a bye this week, but again, obviously losing to Mike White a couple of weeks ago, had let Mike White throw for 400 yards, and then Mike White, obviously, he shows that should not have been the number 1 overall pick. He threw 4 interceptions today against Buffalo, so I don't think Jets fans are going to be claiming for Zach Wilson anymore there. But this division, the AFC North, is still up for grabs because no one wants to really take it. The Ravens play good against good teams, and then they play down to the level of competition when they play garbage teams like the Dolphins. But the Dolphins' defense has been playing better, but still not a good team right now. The Bengals, not really sure what they are. And, the Browns. So if you ask me right now, I don't know who's going to win this division. Could be anyone. Honestly, it's probably going to end up being the Steelers just because Mike Tomlin always finds a way to do stuff like that. But tale of 2 different teams. Patriots on the rise. Literally might be the best team in the AFC right now. Might be playing like it. Definitely probably the best defense in the AFC. Their defense is dynamite. Browns, other way. Both teams, do they have the same record? No, Browns are 5-5. So 1 game apart. Browns are nowhere near as good as the New England Patriots right now. So Patriots fans need to be super happy, and the Browns fans have to be wondering what the hell's going on, because we had so much promise, a team that could be a Super Bowl contender, and we just look like absolute garbage right now. So, don't know what's up. I'm done talking, losing my voice. Give the video a thumbs up, press it down there, appreciate it. Subscribe, 134, Subscribe if you like my cap. Helps out a lot. And I will catch you in the next one. See ya.